So I've decided I better call ahead and ask the gym if I have to wear a mask to work out. And I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to put in an hour of cardio. There's no way it is a requirement that I have to wear something that it's already hard enough to breathe, you know? There's no way I have to wear something over my mouth and my nose to make it harder to breathe. Surely no. I call sure as shit. Yes, I do. Starting yesterday, Wyandotte County said you have to wear a mask working out. I fucking had it with y'all. Sorry, Mom. Sorry again for swearing. What the actual F? How are there not going to be lawsuits over this? I have sports-induced asthma. When I get going, I can barely breathe as it is. I hope I go in there and pass out and hit my head and can sue the hell out of not the business I'm going to work out at. It's not their fault. They have to do it because they will be fined. I want to sue the government, but here's the problem. This is a big business I'm going to go work out at. They, in the place I work at, need to stand up. All big businesses need to stand up and say, we are not doing this. We are not going to force people to wear masks. Why? Because they have the money to fight the government in court and to sue and win. I don't. I can't handle... The government gets my money. They get my money to fight me when I try to sue them, right? So we need people with money to stand up and say no. And the place I work for needs to stand up and say no. All these big companies need to grow a pair and stand up and say hell no. As a fitness center, I would be like, this is not good for everyone coming here for their health. How about if you feel unsafe, don't go to the damn gym. Don't make everyone else that's willing to work out sacrifice either their health in two ways, not go to the gym and work out, or breathe through a mask, get all hot and sweaty, probably actually get something from breathing through a mask, right? What is wrong with everybody? And you know what? I just don't even know how to, I don't have any power here. Most people don't have power to stop this. All I can do is boycott this business and not go in there. But again, it's not their fault. I want them to stand up though, so maybe me boycotting, if no one went, they'd actually stand up, right? It's the government's fault. We need to be walking into the officials' offices and dragging these people out and physically removing them at this point from office. That's what would have happened back in the day. These people are out of control. Out of freaking control. And here's another point. Back in the day, and I think I've said this before in a previous video, if the government would have came to you, because we all worked our own lands, we had power then, right? We actually had businesses or farms, we actually worked, and said, you have to wear a mask, we would have said, no, we didn't, no, we don't. We had the power, we would have told them no. Who is the equivalent of that today? All the businesses. So they need to stand up and do something. All of the government, the elected officials we voted in need to stand up and say no. And where is Trump in this? I'm actually starting to get really pissed off at Trump. I'm a pretty big fan, I'm a pretty big supporter, but where is he? I will say this about it. The longer he lets this stuff go on, and he lets these politicians show their true colors, it is showing how evil they are. And it is showing what a satanic agenda is occurring in this world. And it is waking a lot of people up. So I can't get fully angry. But there is a point where if he doesn't stand up and actually do something, there's not going to be a United States of America to recover, okay? It's going to be some shithole country that gets folded into the one world government, which we know biblically as Christians this is coming. So I'm also trying to not get too mad because of that. I'm going to add this as well. Pastors, they have a big burden on them. They're warned in the Bible not to mislead their flock because their judgment will be worse. Their judgment will be more intense because they are leading people. The modern day equivalent, and I would say even far more important than that, is actual media. So news reporters, anybody out there that's supposed to be reporting the truth, you are the equivalent of, if not greater than, especially in today's society, a pastor. Government officials, your job is also equally as important. It is you all three of you hold a very, very, I don't want to say, you have very intense responsibilities in terms of how you have to handle yourself and how you mislead or inform your flocks. You all, I don't know how God's going to judge, but I will tell you, I do take comfort in this. You guys will get yours. And if you think, you're going out there lying and you think you're doing great and you're going with the world one agenda and they paid you off in some cash that it's not going to matter when you die, you better wake up now. You better do some actual reporting. You better do some actual instruction. There are pastors standing up and saying, no, we're going to hold church service. They're trying to shut churches down again. We're going to do it anyway. That's what all you need to do. Media, wake up. And if you're not totally sold out, you need to be doing stuff. You need to be putting out information. There are some, but I'm talking about the mainstream. At this point, if I was a reporter, I would sacrifice my job. If I had the chance to get on there and give a little hint, a glimmer of information in a newscast where I went off script to tell what was really going on. Because what's happened is you have a 99% lockdown of media, and they regurgitate the same bullshit over and over in the news cycle to the only channel most people watch. You have one faux dissenting voice, which is Fox News, which even then, they don't even address stuff like they should. They're owned by the same people. They're just there to give the illusion of opposition. They never go as far as they should. You all of you guys will get yours. I'm just telling you, better wake up now. You have some responsibility on your shoulders, and none of you are doing what you're supposed to be. Not none. Most of you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Government officials, y'all are piles of trash right now. Some are not, but in the majority, even Republicans, oh boy, you guys are in trouble because the ultimate judge is not going to like what you're doing. I can't judge, but I can tell you, I'm Christian, and I can see the good versus evil split. And if you can't see the good versus evil split, and you're leading people on the evil side and allowing the stuff that's going to come down the pipeline, God doesn't like evil. It's that simple. And that's just discernment. That's not me judging. It's just discernment, okay? That's common sense, really, actually, at this point. So, I just can't believe, this whole thing that made me mad was the fact that I have to walk into this gym if I want to better myself and actually get healthy and put on a mask while I'm doing cardio or weightlifting or anything in here. And I did ask them, I said, do I actually even have to wear a mask swimming? That would have just made me lose my stuff even more than I already am, but they said no, only when you're on the deck, which is still dumb. What is the difference? What is the difference between the 1 foot in the water where I can take the mask off and the 1 foot out of the water? There's none of this makes any sense. And I'm so disappointed in the people, the amount of sheep that are just going along with it saying, wear your mask, just wear your mask. Go ahead, Jew. Go ahead, Jew. Just wear your yellow star. Go ahead, Jew. Just move into these neighborhoods. Go ahead, Jew. Just get on the rail car here. It's for everyone's safety. How can you not see? And then I realized how come people can't see, because they weren't taught history, or they're taught a fake version of history. How many people actually know what steps occurred to allow people to become Nazi sympathizers and allow Nazi Germans to start to kill, genocide the Gypsies and the Jews? Most people don't know the steps because they weren't taught. So when it's happening now, they don't see it. That's how come. Just wear your mask. And another thing that kills me about it too is, remember this started off as a 2 week, we want to slow the curve for the hospital thing, and I said, no, don't give them anything. You never give the government anything extra. This ain't going to be 2 weeks. They're going to keep extending it. They're going to keep doing stuff because they think they're God now. They think they're your God. So where are we? Is this 4 months down the line now? And now they just keep taking away, chipping away at our rights. And then doing a humiliation ritual by making us walk around in these masks when they know they do nothing. When news reports are out like crazy that these masks don't do a damn thing for you. And that these masks are not supposed to be worn for more than 4 hours. And that these masks are not supposed to be worn in hot temperatures. They're laughing. This is a satanic humiliation. Jeez, get it out. Ritual. And it's just crazy. And another thing too, all you people that are saying just wear the mask, you sheep, you guys are going to be the first ones to go. Wanna know why? Because you're idiots. Even evil people don't want traitors, idiots in the gene pool and a part of their people when they take over, and you're lazy. Okay? So they're gonna, because you're lazy mentally. Oh, and for a lot of you don't want to work either. You just want the government to hand you a paycheck. So physically, everything. They're gonna get rid of you guys first. Oh man, this is the craziest time. It really is. And I figured I'd see biblical times, but man, it is frustrating. It is frustrating. And I'll tell you what, I do not want to stand idly by, and I do not want to be neutral, and I don't want to be on the side of evil. Even when this country, the Revolutionary War was fought, there was only a minority of the population that fought against the British for independence. Most people were neutral, want to stay out of it, or were still for Britain. And in the First Earth Age, 33% of the people followed Satan, 33% of the souls were neutral, and 33% stayed with God, right? 2/3 split. God didn't like that because they didn't stay faithful to Him. I don't want to be that lukewarm or that against. I don't want to side with any of that. But I'm trying to figure out what I can do to combat what's happening. I feel like there's nothing, because I am kind of just a peon. Really, I am. So I just don't know what to do. So I guess all I can do is keep making these videos and hope they help somebody wake up. And to be honest, I can't sit here and tell you what to do to help out. I'm gonna go in the gym and wear my mask. I'll tell you, I cut holes in my mask. Can you see this? So, and when I put it on, you can see the holes because I cut too many. But look at me, look at me. I'm a sheep. I don't even care. I'm gonna do my cardio. I'm gonna run like this. This is how I'm gonna work out. I need to post this too. And I'm gonna be alright. And if they want to say something to me, I'll leave. I can't. Even that, I already felt really hot and restricted. This is the dumbest. And look at me. I don't want to be neutral, but here I am. But this is my attempt to be a little bit of a rebel. I still have goals, you know what I mean? And like I said, I can't. I guess what we all have to do is all unite and just not go into these businesses. But again, who's that hurt in the long run? Because it's not their fault. They didn't put it in. If anybody has any ideas, please feel free to comment on what you think we could do. I think we need to start flooding the senators, our government officials' phone lines. I think if they have, I don't know how much it helps nowadays, but I think if they have tons of people calling in saying, come on, get rid of this. If we bombard Trump and say, get rid of these masks, stop shutting us down. There's no right for this. This virus it has a terrible death rate. I mean, like a very, very low death rate. So why are we shutting everything down for something that's less deadly than the flu? You know? So all right, y'all, just keep in mind Jesus is coming back. And there are some people whose faces I'm going to love to see, because he says people will try to hide in the hills, hide in the mountains, hide underground, because once they realize the mistake they made, they don't want Jesus finding them, because that's that, you know? I want to see some of these people's faces, and it's going to be in many ways a very beautiful thing. Well, obviously, because Jesus is back with us and we're with him, but just to see these people realize that they lose. Why would you invest so much time in plotting here on such a short term on these fleshly bodies, plotting to have all this power, fame, whatever you wanted, when it doesn't matter? Did you know if you take the math from the Bible that a Lord's day is 1,000 years? So one day with the Lord is 1,000 years on earth. If you live 100 years, if I did the math right, and someone can check me, that means you're out of your spiritual body in this flesh body for 15 minutes. These people are giving up their souls, giving up eternity to gain everything they wanted here that's very limited compared to there for 15 minutes. Boy, no wonder they try to hide, because they realize the fools they are. So everybody, even if this is how this goes, and this is it, and we're entering officially into the end times where the Antichrist comes back and rules everyone, because we know he does, and we know in the Bible too, it says, Christians, be ready, you'll be here. Way more warns about being ready and being prepared than the rapture theories know. We, though, know in the end Jesus comes back, and we're going to be good. So everyone out there, this is another long video. I had to get it off my chest. I am so irritated and so angry. God bless you all. Jesus loves you. This is all written. We've been told. So no worries. Just put your faith in God, but put your faith in God. But you know, we got to get on it too. We don't have to let it go, them get it easy. You know, we need to fight them every step of the way. God bless y'all.